Good morning. Good morning again. We ultimately slept like 12 hours. We went to bed around 8:30, and I woke up at around 8:30 this morning. And it was so nice. I did wake up probably 3-4 times last night. And then one time this morning, there was this interesting sound. And then wiseacres told me that could be the sound of, what did you say?
Either a mountain lion or coyote.
A mountain lion or coyote. I mean, I've heard coyotes before, and it sounded different than a coyote. But it could be a coyote, I don't know. But a mountain lion, now that would be, and it was really close. So, anywho, I got to hear one at least, if it was one. Now we're just lollygagging. I'd made some tea, and he's gonna make some hot chocolate, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves because we only have 7.5 miles to hike today. So it's 10:30. We are truly lollygagging. As you can see, the tent is still up, but I've moved all my things into the pack, ready to take the tent down. And today we are gonna have our big day, which is gonna be a whole 9.5 miles. So big, we don't even know if we can do it.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
We are the ones that are making section hikers look bad. So, but it's another beautiful day. Oh, I should take my thermometer down. I think I have it. Anyway, okay, bye.
Or just regular hike.
Well, it's 11:10. It's about 50 minutes earlier than yesterday. So hopefully we will just kind of hike. I'm sure we'll run across people and we'll probably talk to them, but anyway, I'm just happy. It's a little bit cooler because we have some more wind today. Wiseacre says that there was like a wind advisory before I came yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And it was very windy on trail, and then it stopped. And then last night, I don't know what time it was, but all of a sudden you could just hear the wind approach. It was interesting. At first I was like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not gonna rain, but it was just wind. So wearing my gloves and hiking on.
They just stay with Instagram, so they won't see your YouTube videos. They'll see just your Instagram videos.
So we come across these here things right there, where it's kind of like, it's hard to go from the front top, and then this, it's like it's like that. So I have this thing where I go like this, and that's much easier.
Now I'm on.
And then you tried
I haven't done this for
Wiseacre's
many months.
way.
Oh god.
See how that's difficult because your knees have to be all. So you choose which way you prefer.
This is not the good way. Oh,
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Your knees really have been enjoying the trail.
They
much.
have been. They've been getting some wear and tear here.
Yeah. River crossing! Finally found this river right here. As you can see, it's gonna be a hard one to cross. So, I'm scared. Watch me slip. Ooh, it's
Woo.
a long-term river crossing.
It's just going and going.
It just keeps going. I remember this here, spring. So pretty. I bet you that water tastes so good. But we are getting close to a shelter, so that's where I'll get my water. And then there's a sign. What does it say? Oh, we are at
Birding Town Gap. Burning.
Oh, Burning Town Gap. It does look like a T though.
It does.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Look at what? We've got white socks with some trail magic. Who would have thunk? Yeah. Back on the trail. Stopped a little bit for the trail magic. Which, hello, trail magic. It's just like, wow. Okay, going up on a incline up to Cold. Was it Cold? It's my favorite shelter. Cold Water Springs shelter. It's like my favorite. One of my favorites. That right there is a shelter. Doesn't look like anything from right now. But it's kind of neat because it's right on trail. Which I'm sure is not so fun when you sleep in it because I'm sure hikers go past it at night. But we're almost at this here shelter. So this shelter is kind of small, but what's really cool is right here is the water. It's right in front of it, so which is nice. So just taking a little rest and privy break at this awesome shelter here. I'll show you, I might be able to show you why I really love this shelter. It's not the shelter itself. I do like the access of water, but also there is a ridge line on top of this area, and that's where we camped, and it was such a wonderful memory. I loved it so much. So if any future thru hikers are considering, you know, staying at the shelter, stay at the ridge line. It's just wow. So I camped for the first time in my new tent. Again, thank you so much, Wingnut, for that tent. It's so cozy. So what I like, I love that it's really cozy with regard to, it just looks like a cute little house. The Z-Pax duplex does what it does nicely. It's very light, but it's just a protection, right? But the Nemo Hornet just feels like a house. It feels like something that is welcoming, and I love that about that tent. It is double walled, so it is heavier. I don't know exactly the temperatures, the weight, but you can always look up what the weight is. It does come with a ground cloth, but I did not bring the ground cloth because I didn't want to bring the weight. But it's not a heavy ground cloth, so probably I would bring it if I were to do like a really long trail, a long trail. So there's a shelter, and then you walk on the AT, and then you see the little camp sign. And then you go up this here, and I'm gonna take you there. That was difficult, as you can hear my breathing, and it doesn't look like much. But oh look, there's a little bench, and you can camp here. We went further this way, but you're on a ridge line, and it's so pretty to camp here. And there's these spots everywhere. And you can just go all the way behind there. That's where we went. And then if you want to get back to the trail, you bet this way. Downhill this time. I remember this view right here. Fox was standing right there. And it was in the morning, and we had the most beautiful sunset. So now I get to see what it looks like. Ooh, and there's a glove right here. I might take that one. Sure. Hopefully somebody didn't fall, but look at this view. Trail maintenance. And up we go again. One of the convenient ways of resting your trekking poles is if you take the loop from one trekking pole and put it onto another, and then you just find like a little tree. This is convenient, and as you can see, us hikers, we kind of all do it. It's a pretty good way to keep them from falling. We are on Rocky Bald, and now it's gonna be a downhill ski to, what is it called, Tellico Gap?
Tellico Gap.
And then an uphill ski to Bald. So this is where, on this downhill ski right here, is when my knees really were aching. And I was cursing the trail. I was having so many anger moments, being upset with myself, regretting falling, and what I could have done different, and just being angry and mad. And so I wanted another opportunity to hike this and have positive feelings about this section and enjoy it. And yeah, so I'm really excited to experience this here downhill, just to see how it feels when your knees are not aching.
Oh. She's found a little spring here.
Yeah, the spring with like no water coming out of the pipe, but all the water.
This is going to be very meta. If she uses this video on her channel, you're going to see her video and my video. So this is like
those are the really cool ones.
The behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. So anyway.
But look, like nothing. Like water.
Yeah, it's like dripping from the rocks, but not from the actual water. Yeah.
Oh. And then there's a view right here. I don't know why I do like a country accent, but it just feels right in North Carolina. And then this is downhill. It looks flat because, you know, camera, but it's pretty steep actually. It's probably one of the steeper ones. This is Tellico Gap. As Vin said, or as Wiseacre said, it's because of telecommunication. That would make sense. It's a gap of telecommunication. Some cute trail magic.
Woohoo.
Can you lift it? Thank you.
Bum, bum.
It says, help yourself and happy hacking. Oh, 58 degrees. What does yours say? Yours says...
My armpit temp
57.
is 57, 58.58 now.
Okay, made it up to Bald. And one of the most confusing things for people is that the trail actually goes this way, but Wesser is right there. And I do not go up on this here thing. Tower. I couldn't think of the word tower. Some lunch right here under Bald. What's the Wesser Tower? Oh my gosh. On Bald. Under Wesser Tower. Tortilla. It's a late lunch because we're kind of close to camp, but this is a nice spot to just relax a little bit. This is beautiful. Blue Ridge. Look at this campsite we found. We're gonna have a sunset, and then I think we might even have a sunrise. Yeah. And it's like my little flat spot right there, and we even have a fire pit back there. Yeah, a flat spot for me. So nice, and a flat spot for Wiseacres. Happy. And that's Wiseacres and his tent. We've got a little fire pit here, I already collected some wood and kindling just in case it works. And then my tent is right on over here. And then I have this beautiful sunset. And I believe I'm gonna have a sunrise in the morning too, but you never know, because you know. But yeah, the way it looks like, if this is where it's setting, then this should be where it's rising. So we're gonna try a fire, see how that works. We were able to accomplish a fire. Let's just see how long it lasts. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and it is windy. Ooh, ooh. It doesn't help that we are on top of a ridge. And I think it's like temperature. It's 40. That's inside the tent though. So it's probably like, I don't know. Oh, it's kind of loud. So I'm wearing earplugs. Gonna try to sleep a little bit more. But this is a really good test for this here tent, for this tent right here. I don't think I've ever had it this windy when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail. I mean, through hiking it. Ooh, look, it's going. It's going.